Good morning. Welcome to Simplicity Made Simple, episode 11. Today I want to help you guys create a simpler plan to declutter your home. Too often we make decluttering really challenging and really complicated. It feels overwhelming if you think you have to declutter your entire home in a weekend. That's just too much. That's going to be trying to bite off more than you can chew, right? And it's going to feel like way more than you can possibly accomplish. You're going to get part of the way in, you're going to get exhausted and overwhelmed, and you're going to want to give up. So the better solution is to break it down into smaller pieces. And so there are some ways that you can do that. One is by tackling one small area at a time. Pick a room and then pick a closet, pick a drawer, pick a dresser or some sort of like storage system, and start there and then move on from there. Don't try to tackle your entire house at once, your entire garage at once, your entire basement or storage unit at once. That's too big of an area and it's going to be overwhelming. So start with a small area. And when you get that area done, then you can move on to the next one. And then take everything out of that space. That's step number 2. Take everything out of the space, because then you can see what all you have. If you leave things in place and just try to pick and choose what you need to take out, you're going to miss things. So take everything out. It's fine. It's going to make a big mess, but you will clean it up. I promise you it's fine. So take everything out, pile like things together so that you can get a really good idea of what you have. This is the best way to see what duplicates you already have, what things you have had a problem maybe hoarding unintentionally. You can get a really good idea for what you can get rid of when you see that you have 15 bath towels or 100 pens or whatever it is. Like when you start piling like things together, you see just how much stuff you have in those different categories, and that makes it a lot clearer when it comes to getting rid of things. So pile your like things together and then go through all of that stuff and sort it out based on what you're going to do with it. So have a keep pile, and that's not only things that you're going to keep, but things you're going to put back in that place. So wherever you pulled all this stuff from, this is your keep and return place. And then you'll have a keep but relocate place for things that go into different rooms of the house. Don't get up every time you find something that needs to go in a different room. That's going to take so much more time. Just put it in a different pile and you can relocate everything at once later. So have a keep but relocate pile, have a donate pile, have a trash pile, and then have a maybe pile, because there are going to be some things that you're just not ready to make a decision about, or maybe you need someone else's input, or maybe you just want to think about it for a little bit. Totally okay. I highly recommend having a box for your maybe items that you can then put out of sight. And you can leave it there for however long you decide. It could be a week, it could be a few weeks, it could be a month. Don't hold on to it indefinitely, but hold on to it for a little while. If you want anything from that box during that time that you're holding on to it, go and get it without any guilt. But if you don't miss any of those things during that period of time, when that period of time is up, it's really safe to just get rid of those things because you didn't want them. You probably even forgot that they were in that box. So you can have that maybe box to serve that purpose, that kind of like in between stage. So have a keep and replace box, a keep and relocate box, a donate box, a trash, and a maybe box. And then once you sort all of that stuff, you return things to their places, right? So the keep and replace things go back, the keep and relocate things go where they belong in your house, in your garage, wherever they go. And then you bring the donate and the trash and the maybe with you to the next area. And you just keep going. You go through one area at a time, and you can block out time to do it. You can do it in whatever way works best for you, working through your house in whatever order makes the most sense to you. But I highly recommend doing small areas and having that method all the way through to make it consistent and make it fun. Turn on some fun music, invite a friend to help you, enlist help. turn on a favorite show in the background, do a little dance party every time you finish a room, whatever works best for you. But make it fun so that it's not as much of a chore. And celebrate all the fun things you find. Share pictures of them, whatever it is that makes it fun for you, because that's going to motivate you to keep doing it. So share your wins. Feel free to share them with me. You can comment on this video. You can share in the Simple Joy community, where we talk about all kinds of things about simplicity and living and working with greater joy and simplicity and intention, so we can do more of what we love and less of what we don't. And decluttering is definitely a part of that, because clutter gets in the way of us living the lives that we want to live. So I highly recommend that. Feel free to share. It's so motivating to everybody else, and it gives you more energy and more motivation and inspiration to keep going when you do share that. So I would love to hear from you what your experience with decluttering has been. Leave a comment, let me know. If you have any questions, leave those too, and I always circle back to engage with you guys. That is my favorite part of this. That is all for today. If you have any other questions about decluttering, again, let me know. And if you are looking for more help to declutter, more inspiration to declutter, I have a free 5-day decluttering bootcamp, and I will put the link for that in the notes here, and just to give you guys that resource. It's amazing. It walks you through 5 of the biggest areas where clutter tends to grow and actually helps you break them down. It gives you a step-by-step method for each one of them in email form and in video form, so that you can tackle the biggest sources of clutter in your home and actually have more peace and more space and freedom and rest in your home. So make sure that you check that out. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.